I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jayla Thomas, your Miss Maryland Teen Volunteer, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Okay, I don't know what's happened. Oh, gosh, getting used to this thing. I've got to figure this out this weekend. So until then, hang with me. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, March 12th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Gotta tell you, I don't know why. I hate change. You get used to something, you have muscle memory, and then they go in and they turn it all upside down. Want to say good morning to Michelle Payton and our friend Tara Flannery as well. And pulling for veterans, as always, watching. And Mama Cone is on today as well. Good morning to you all. I'm so excited. How was yesterday with the weather? Oh my gosh, I loved it. Hey, good morning, Christy Wood. Wags for Hope, our charity of the month, nonprofit of the month, where we're donating all of our proceeds. Online ordering is available now. We're going to talk more about that coming up, but let's go ahead and just go over what's happening on today's show. We got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express with local Frederick news, weather, and sports. We're also going to go over a highlight of some of the events happening in Frederick. The full calendar is available. If you look at the description of the video you're watching right now, you should see a link. We've got Local Compass with Alexandra from Antietam World Travel Service and Laura from Celebrity Cruises. I've never been on a celebrity cruise. And then Under the Hood with Tyler Mead from Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. We're talking getting your vehicles ready for spring and what you need to do. All right, here it is. Wags for Hope is our nonprofit this month. And if you go to the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. today through Sunday. Buy anything Good Morning Frederick. Stickers are like $2. I've got chapsticks, $2. We've got tumblers that are $20, but our St. Patrick's Day shirts, our 100th show shirts, tons of stuff available. When you purchase, all that money goes to Wags for Hope for the month. And we just launched online ordering. Please be patient with it. I don't know how to use this stuff, so I created it. It looks like it works, but if you have any drama, please just message me and I will take care of it. We've also got some new sponsors. Auto Trim Design of Maryland is now sponsoring Trending Stories on Mondays and what we call Morning Roundup with Bob and Chris as well, so you'll get that on. All right, let's go ahead and get rolling on this Wednesday. Got to thank our show sponsor, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. Not only do they have Italian ice and frozen custard, but they got hot pretzels, iced coffees. They have these thing called Reese's Concretes. Oh my gosh, sounds so good. Only if they had the white chocolate kind, because I don't like chocolate. But other than that, if you can't get to Rita's, they can surely come to you. Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. And they can cater an event, so keep them in mind. Mark your calendar for March 20th, which is the first day of spring, just about a week and a day away. It's Free Ice Day, and no reason not to have Rita's. 538 West South Street. Oh gosh, I forgot to upload the new open because we've got a new sponsor. This is what happens. Here we go. I gotta give it a second to upload. But yeah, very excited to announce a new sponsor of not only Bob and Chris, which I call Morning Roundup, but also Trending Stories on Mondays. I'm going to go ahead and just get the copy done because it's going to take a second. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, and vinyl wraps like the Good Morning Frederick car. And they also do customized leathered upholstered car seats. And they can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike, autotrim-md.com. I'm terrified of making it terrible and scratching everything. All right, we got the boys here. Hello, hello.
Wow, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that car, man. That fancy schmancy car.
Fancy
You can't hide
schmancy
from
car.
anybody,
Yes.
Danny. You can't hide from anybody.
I know. No, I cannot. You know, my first couple weeks of driving the car, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really have to be on my best behavior. Yesterday, I got a little frustrated because people, I don't know what they were doing, but driving like idiots. And I had the windows down as well, so I had to really bite my tongue. But
make sure you pay those taxes, because it's hard enough to hide from the IRS with that vehicle. Forget it. Definitely make sure, if you have a car note, for crying out loud, don't miss the payments on your car, because you definitely won't be able to hide from the repo man with that car.
no, the car is paid off. In fact, the car I am driving, that is the Good Morning Frederick car, was my son's college car. It is 10 years old, and I'm hoping it's going to last a few more years because, yeah, it is. But you know, always with those cars, things go wrong. We're going to talk about it later, but I had to take it to Ken's Automotive because we had problems with the radiator, and you know, it's never cheap. It's never cheap no matter where you go, but it's all fixed up, and hopefully she'll purr along nicely for a while.
Yep, I'm still holding off on getting my air conditioning fixed, you know, because I know it's going to be, I'm going to have to bite the bullet on that one. And we've talked about, Chris and I have talked about that at certain times on the program. At what point do you sit there and go, okay, you know, enough's enough? And no, look, I can handle a couple $100 or maybe, you know, 1,000 or two repairs, but at what point do you know, my Linda, of course, she's the smart one, that goes, well, you know, it's, you factor in a couple $100 a week to put away for repairs, or do you know, nowadays you can't find a car payment like, I don't know, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800. I talked to somebody the other day who they just turned in a car. Their car payment was like $1,800 a month.
Oh my God!
What did they drive? What was that?
It was I think it was a truck. It was I think it was a dual wheel pickup truck. It was over $100,000 car.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
crazy.
who buys that? Who buys that?
Yeah, no, not me. So
No,
recently, my son's girlfriend, well, my future daughter-in-law, her car was almost 20 years old. She was given the car, and she pulled it along for as long as possible, and it had another issue, and she had a friend who was a mechanic, thank goodness, but he's like, look, this is like a computer chip issue, and it's going to take more time and money just to figure out what the problem is, because it wasn't apparent right away, than it would be. He said, I just really don't recommend it. So, to be honest, almost at any point, it's sometimes better to just buy a new car. Now, I know financially, everybody says, well, when you drive it off the lot, it loses half its value. However, right now with financing being pretty low, and you get pretty much 2 years maintenance free, and everything is covered and under warranty for at least a few years. To me, it just makes more sense to get something that is reliable and isn't going to cost you $1,000 or $2,000 every few months. I don't know. So we went out and got her a car and her payments are actually, she only put $2,000 down and her payments are about $325 a month. So to me, that was worth it. So
that's surprising to me because I mean, for me personally, interest rates are a little too high for my liking. I look at it like this, my car has almost 200,000 miles, a 2012. I'd rather pay, even $3,000 to fix my car because you take a look at, car payments. I mean, that's pretty. I think that's really good for nowadays, $300 a month. But a lot of people paying $400 or $500 a month, of course, depending on your credit. $400 or $500 a month plus, you're paying all that interest. I don't know. To me, if it's a few $1,000s, I'd rather just put the money into the car, use your emergency fund. Hopefully, I know not everybody has an emergency fund, but hopefully you can have an emergency fund and use that, replenish it instead of car. I just don't like car payments, if possible.
Well, that's why, a lot of people, they tell you, if you listen to Dave Ramsey, he's like, look, save it up, buy, pay cash for it. And, but in today's world, it's awfully hard to do. You really do have to be disciplined to do that kind of stuff. And I am in certain ways, in other ways I'm not. So it would be nice to be able to go punk down.
My lovely daughter, whom I adore, totaled a car recently, and she was fine. Actually, the reason the car was totaled, she was only going about 35 miles an hour. Somebody hit her, but her airbags deployed, so they total the car because it's too expensive to fix. They won't fix it. So anyway, we've had that money sitting in the bank, and of course, we didn't get enough to just outright buy a new car, but we took her to purchase a car, and I said, I'd like to pay cash. And to be honest, they don't like you to do that.
Nope.
So I went through the finance, and the interest rate, 6% or whatever it was, but I'm going to pay it off in 3 payments. So I'm just going to send them the check so it'll be paid off in 3 months. But I got more of a discount to finance than to pay it outright. So it's really interesting. But
one of the things we've really never, because me and Bob, like I said, we talk a lot about money on the show. We have Chris Murray with the business report, but we also talk a lot about stocks and stuff like that, and try to give our own advice. Obviously, we're not professionals. We just kind of give advice that the things that we do. But one thing we forget about, Bob, that we talk about on air is when you buy a new car and you're paying a car off. When it comes to car insurance, you have to have full coverage. Whereas if your car is paid off, you don't have to have full coverage legally. If you don't want to, it's always good to have it, I guess, but you don't have to have it. So you're saving money right there, not paying full coverage for your car insurance.
Yep. Well, not all states have car. There's a lot of states that are no fault, and you'll find like in Florida, half the people I don't think have car insurance, which is why insurance rates are so high. And I would say that there's probably a lot of people in Maryland driving around right now, no car insurance. They just aren't going to do it.
It's illegal.
Only if you get, only if you get caught, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Real quickly, I got pulled over about a week ago over by Town PD, and actually, I'm well known by Town PD. We won't say why. Nothing that I did wrong, but he actually told me I didn't. I accidentally left my my new ID card. Every quarterly I get my new insurance ID card, and he actually told me the one I had expired. Now he looked it up. Obviously, my insurance was fine, but he actually told me that they can actually give you a ticket if you don't have an updated physical insurance ID card with you. And I'm not talking about the one you can get on your phone. I'm talking about an actual physical one. They can actually ticket you for that. So just be aware of that if you're out and about too. Always make sure you carry that with you. Of course, your registration too.
Why wouldn't the being on your phone, like a picture on your phone, be worth be okay with them?
He told me. I told him, I said, hey, I have the app which shows my ID, and he told me, like, no, he's like, I actually will need the paper one. And if you don't have the paper one on you, yeah, that's what he told me. Which kind of surprised me too.
He wanted to throw you in jail.
No, they love me. 20
Looking
Town
for a
PD.
reason.
Yeah.
No,
That's crazy.
They love me. So so that's what he told me.
Interesting.
Well, good. Well, I've never had that problem, so
I didn't get a ticket anyway. He gave me a warning just because I'm such a nice guy. And he also said, since you know the morning mayor, Bob Miller, and you work with him, we love Bob Miller.
That's right. That's right. That's the way it works, brother. That's the way it works. You know what? I'm going to use those. I'm watching Blue Bloods. I never saw Blue Bloods, so we're now binge watching Blue Bloods, right? And I want the courtesy card, because they hand out courtesy cards. If you ever get arrested, you hand them that card, and you kind of get not a get out of jail free card, but you get a. And I'm like, well, I know I do have the sheriff's cell phone number, but I don't have Jason. I think I have Jason Lando's too, but I want the card. I want to be able to hand the card to somebody and go, hey, here we go.
Yeah. I want you both to be with me then, because I don't have either of them on my speed dial. So that would be handy. I'll just say I know Bob and Chris, and hopefully it doesn't get me in more trouble.
Yes, it's like, saying you, especially in 20 Town, saying, Chris, you might get a little more trouble. So I wouldn't mention me in 20 Town. Real quickly, Danny, Bob, I forgot to ask Danny this yesterday, okay? And I wanted to. We had a discussion 2 days ago. Bob had read this, that apparently this is becoming a thing. And being that your husband, Ash, is from Australia, I'm going to need, somebody to tell me about this. Apparently in Australia, oranges on pizza is becoming a thing. What is going on down under, Danny?
Wait a minute. What is becoming a thing?
Oranges on pizza. Bob will explain. He read it.
Oranges on pizza. There's a pizza joint in Australia that instead of putting pineapple, they're now putting oranges on pizza.
I don't like fruit on any pizza, number one, but my husband is just getting ready to go, and I will have to ask him what's going on with that.
Have you ever had a fruit pizza?
Like a sweet one? With that's made like a pie, basically.
Well, it's basically a big chocolate chip cookie with like an orange thing, and then all kinds of fruit on top of it, and then a whipped topping or a cream type thing. I don't know. My wife makes it for my niece for her birthday every year, so it's wonderful.
I would like that with like a sugar cookie bottom, and then putting fruit and whipped cream. I would eat that up. Yes. Yeah.
So it's always an ongoing debate. It's always an ongoing debate between Bob and I in the morning and our listeners. Pineapple on pizza. I'm in absolutely no way. I want you to go on record right now, Danny Gurry of Good Morning Frederick. Are you a no on pineapple pizza?
No pineapple on my pizza.
Thank you. Okay, there you go. See.
You guys just don't live. You don't live. You put a little ham and a little pineapple. It's just like Easter on a pizza. I mean, come on. Come on. You know what? The problem is, here's the problem. That I would say that Danny, right over there, at least on my computer screen, will try it. This guy down here, no, he won't try it. He won't even try it.
You haven't even tried it?
No, he hasn't tried it.
You gotta try it at least. No, you're worse than a child.
He is.
There is no way I'm trying pineapple juice on my pizza.
It's not pineapple juice. It's like there's pineapple. It's not like they cut the pineapple open and slice it this wide. It's like little tiny chunks.
Okay, but you're gonna have little chunks of pineapple juice on your pie. No way. Why don't you just take the juice? Just take the pizza and dip it in pineapple juice and eat it. Why don't you? I'm an absolute no on this.
Well, at least I can say, look, I've eaten it. I would eat it again. It's just if in my preference of pizzas, it is not nearly near the top. But you got to try it. You can't say you hate something if you've never tried it.
It's something you don't do. It's one of those things. Look, let me ask you a question. Would you try a piece of bacon in between an Oreo cookie? No, you would not. It's just not
Why
something
not?
you do.
I'd try it.
I'd try it.
No, okay.
How do you
Okay,
think they came up with certain things? You had to just kind of throw stuff together and try it and see if it works.
certain things, as we all know, don't work together. Like, ex-husbands and ex-wives, they don't work together. Well, pineapple on pizza don't work together. It's just one of those things. You don't do it. Just like my wife, when I first took her to a pizza joint in the city in Manhattan, she sat down. The place was packed. We sat down. I got her a slice. What does she do? She takes a knife and fork and she cuts the slice of pizza. Now, New Yorkers, let me tell you something. New Yorkers, if you see a guy getting beat up or shot in the street, they just walk by, don't even notice it. You do something like that, a whole pizza joint just stops and stares at you. I'll tell you what, I'm just glad we didn't get kicked out of the place. That
and yet
was a
you
huge
still
no-no.
married her.
Oh, of course, I love her. I mean, nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. The thing is, we learn from our mistakes, and she had.
Hey, look, she doesn't want to drop a bunch of spaghetti sauce down the front of her nice blouse, but hey, cutting up a piece of pizza to eat it properly, I'm with you though, Chris. I'd eat it. I'd fold it and eat it too. Don't worry about it. I'm on your side on that one.
Thank you. You put a napkin on your shirt. You got to have the whole point of eating a slice of pizza. And this is what you can't do with the Chicago style pizza. You can't fold it. You fold it symmetrically and make sure it's even. And you gently put it down your throat and let the cheese and the pineapple slide down. And that's the proper way to enjoy a slice of pizza. And that's it. There you go. I'm glad you agree with me, Bob. Thank you.
Yes, I do.
1 out of a million ain't bad. All right. I suppose.
So, Bob, when you fold your pizza, do you fold it in half symmetrically, or do you fold the end toward the crust?
Oh no, Danny. I get out a ruler and I just, I got to make sure that it's even. And I just pick it up and eat it. It depends. If it's a stuffed crust, I eat the crust first and work my way down. So, it's a piece of pizza, for God's sakes.
Danny,
it's not like there's any rules on how you got to eat a piece of pizza.
I don't know. Apparently there are.
Did you just say you folded from one end to the other, Danny?
Yeah, I fold the end into the crust.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's no. You have to, because the thing is, you want to make sure it's even when you fold it, because if it's not even, if the left side is lower than the right side when you fold it, then all that grease and cheese might fall to the left side. You want to make sure there's an even wall. That way it slides nicely down your throat. See, in your mouth.
To be honest, the perfect piece of pizza to me, you can hold it and it doesn't flop down. The crust is crispy.
Oh.
Well,
I'm not a crispy crust guy. I'm not I'm not a wood-fired pizza guy at all. I just burnt pizza just doesn't taste good to me.
Here's what we'll do, Danny. Next time, you and me will go grab some lunch. Okay, we'll go get a slice. I'll carry my measuring tape and I'll fold it evenly. Make sure, or what do you call it? Those things where you hang a picture to make sure it's even. I'll get one of those.
A level.
Yeah, level. I'll get one of those levels, put it on top of your slice to make sure it's even. Hold it for you, then you eat it. Then you'll see the difference. You're welcome. I don't want to do that for you because we're friends.
We're going to do that.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess I should get to serious news here. 6th District
20 minutes ago, you should have done that. 20 minutes ago.
Hey, some things are important to talk about, discussions, right? 6th District Representative April McLean Delaney called on the Federal Emergency Management Agency to resume training courses at the National Fire Academy in Emmitsburg. She spoke about that on Monday evening from the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives. The academy, known nationally, is a place where each year tens of thousands of firefighters and EMS join top experts to train and share best practices in fire hazard safety, safely imposing public safety across the country, Delaney said. Bob, Danny, who I'd like to get opinion on that is Chief Tom Coe. See what he thinks about that, the fire chief of Frederick County. I'm sure he has a very, very strong opinion on that. And there is some good news for Brunswick residents. Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater announced that funding for a new high school has been set aside in the proposed fiscal year 2026 capital budget. This is a long-awaited project, and we are very excited that we'll be funding site assessment and pre-design for Brunswick High School in fiscal year 26, she said. The capital budget for fiscal year 26 is part of the county's 6-year capital improvements program. And you want to talk about, we always talk about how Frederick is growing. Since I've been here in Frederick County for 12 years, Brunswick has grown a lot, and it's continuing to grow over there. And real quickly, get into weather. Another beautiful day. Going to be a high of 64 with partly cloudy skies tonight, low of 38. And then tomorrow, looking at the high of 60, cloudy skies. Tomorrow night, low 40.
Awesome.
There you go. And just FYI, for that new school, property taxes are going to be raised to help offset that. So that'll be fun. High school basketball yesterday. The girls. It was the Bears from Oakdale coming on the short end of a hard-fought victory over a hard-fought loss to South River yesterday, 46-43. They had a chance with about 21 seconds to go. Bucket didn't fall, and they lose. But a great season for the Lady Bears. The guys are playing tonight. College baseball. It was FCC over Montgomery College in a doubleheader, 6-0. In the first game, 10-zip in the nightcap. The Cougars 14-2 on the season. Congratulations going out to Maryland center Derek Queen, who I believe will be 1 year and done at the Maryland Terrapins, and then he'll move on to the NBA. He was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, and both basketball coaches and the media and the conference announced that on Tuesday. Tiger Woods probably going to miss this week Bay Hill and probably the Masters. He had a less invasive surgery on a ruptured Achilles tendon on Tuesday. He said he felt a sharp pain in his Achilles, which it was deemed ruptured, he said. So sad news, won't get to see Tiger at Augusta this year. NBA's worst basketball team got beat again. The Wizards got beat by the Pistons 123-103. And a game that, hey, at least they showed a little bit of fight. They had two flagrant fouls on them. One was ejected in the fourth quarter for throwing an elbow, and another one was teed up on a flagrant foul. And the Caps beat the Anaheim Ducks late last night on the West Coast 7-4. Alex Ovechkin did not score for the Capitals, still 9 away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's record.
Wow.
All right. The great thing about going to a Wizards game is, you can buy tickets for like the third level, and then 5 minutes into the game, you can just move right down to court side seats because nobody's there.
Yeah,
so
nobody.
And yet we still beat the Nets.
All right. With that being said, you know what? I'm taking back my invitation to teach you how to eat a slice of pizza, Danny. That's it. You're on your own now.
That's all right. We're going to go to the movies soon, so we'll talk about that coming up. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you guys later.
Have a great day, everybody.
Oh, funny. Oh, goodness gracious. I love those guys. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with your event highlight happening in Frederick. Then we've got Local Compass with Alexandra from Antietam World Travel Service and Laura joining us from Celebrity Cruises. And then Under the Hood with Tyler Mead from Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. That's coming up just after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
There's no more essential piece of jewelry than your wedding band. And Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend is the best time to get one. Enjoy the area's largest selection of quality, made-to-last wedding bands in every price range and style, and all on sale. Save an extra $100 on your purchase when you book an appointment, and take advantage of our special financing options. Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend, March 20th through 22nd. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, we got so much that happens in our town. I call this Happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to ensure the food is always as fresh as it can be when you get it. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com, and when you eat their food, you will satisfy your meat tooth for sure. Let me just tell you, their food is amazing. All right, to find all the events, click on that link in the description of this stream, and you will find it there. Lots of great stuff. Finishing up this week is Bites and Bevs Frederick. You can go to bitesandbevsfrederick.com for reservations and the menus. Through next week, it is the Unity campaign that is happening on their road to raise over $600,000 for 37 local nonprofits. Tonight, it is the rescheduled date from 5 to 7 p.m., Cocktails and Conversations, which is a fun networking event at the Home of Everything Frederick, and I'd love to see you out there. I will be there. March 13th, that is tomorrow, is Boomtown, The Story of Frederick Part 1. You can get your tickets on their socials, Boomtown Frederick socials. They have shows at 5, 6, 7, and 7:15. Let's see, the 14th, which is Saturday. Is that Saturday? Friday is the 14th. Yes, Friday is the 14th. It is Lucky Bingo at the Elks to benefit the American Cancer Society. Then Saturday, the 15th, 11 to 4, come to the Home of Everything Frederick. Shannon from the Healing Storm will be there with me. I will have some great stuff. We are going to have free stuff from Helping Hands and Caring Hearts to hand out. I'm not sure what she's dropping off yet for us to hand out on her behalf, but she's got some great stuff. So you got to stop by and check it out. I'm on WFRE from 3 to 7 p.m. And it is the 20th annual Retro Prom at William Talley Rec Center. On Saturday and Sunday this weekend, it is the 50th annual Home and Garden Expo at the fairgrounds. And then from 10 to 2, it is the Maple Syrup Festival happening with live demos, live music, and lots of great stuff. So you're going to want to check that out as well. I'm not sure how nice the weather's going to be on Saturday. We're watching the weather for that. But we will be indoor the shop if the weather is bad, or outside if it's nice. All right. And if you ever want to come set up at the shop to promote your business, sell your stuff, do whatever, reach out and let me know, and I'll get you details on that. All right. March 18th is that arch groundbreaking that Olivia talked about yesterday. That is happening at noon. March 19th, it is the Spring Sip and Paint at the Home of Everything Frederick. Would love for you to join us there. We are going to donate $10 from every ticket to Wags for Hope. So come along and have some fun. March 27th, High Rock presents the Craft of Brand Personality. They do great work with branding and marketing, and they're going to put that on at 10th Ward. You can go to highrock.com, I think, and get details for that. March 28th, it is the second annual Battle for South Mountain. That is at Brunswick High School, and it starts at 7, and proceeds benefit Frederick County Mental Health Association. All right, March 29th, getting to the end of this month already, goodness. Bring your kids out. How to turkey hunt and trout fish. It is happening at the Catoctin Fish and Game in Myersville. It's for kids 6 to 17 years old. And looks like a great afternoon. And then from 11 to 1, it is the Seton Center 5K up at Mount St. Mary's. On April 1st, it is the 1-year anniversary of Good Morning Frederick. You're going to have to either mark your calendar. You're going to want to, I've got details coming really soon, but don't miss the show. It's going to be great. April 12th, Disc Golf Tournament is in Emmitsburg and benefits the Seton Center. All right. I mean, there are always great things happening in this town. And if you want an event you're working on included on the calendar or on the show, all you have to do is email everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. And we will make sure to get it on and promote whatever you need. And we're here to help. I'd love to help you. If you're putting on an event, you need some help doing that, let me know. All right, one more quick break. Then we've got Local Compass with Antietam World Travel Service and Under the Hood with Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. And that comes up just after this. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Yes, and A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also take care of the windows and gutters on your home and even build or repair your patio and deck. All you have to do is call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs because you watch Good Morning Frederick, which thank you so much for doing that. So I want you to screenshot this right here. And when you see Sandra at the Home and Garden Expo, say, hey, I watch you on Good Morning Frederick, and I'd like to save some money on my next job. And she will take great care of you. I can tell you that for sure. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's talk with Alexandra from Antietam World Travel Service, and I meet Laura from Celebrity Cruise. Time for Local Compass, your guide to worldwide travel, sponsored by the experts of everything travel, Antietam World Travel Service.
We're at Antietam World Travel Service. We are right on, this is an Old Farm Drive?
Yes.
Old Farm Drive address. Mm-hmm. Right behind Dunkin' Donuts, actually. I am with Alexandra and Laura. You are with Celebrity Cruises.
I am.
I've never been on a Celebrity Cruise. We need to change that ASAP for sure. All right, Alexandra, you have been here for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been in the travel industry and been traveling for decades. Mm-hmm. What about the cruise lines, Celebrity Cruise Lines, do you like?
Well, I like Celebrity because they have wonderful food. Their ships are beautiful. They're elegant but relaxed. They offer a lot of different dining venues, activities. We have a special relationship with them through our Virtuoso affiliation.
Okay.
We give shipboard credit for every balcony or aqua class. If somebody wants to do the retreat, which is the suite class, they get $200 shipboard credit for every booking. Okay. So we also have a nice thing that during certain times of the year, there are certain sailings that offer special pricing with our Virtuoso block groups.
Okay.
And that makes it nice because we can offer rates that are not available to the general public.
Yeah, and one of the great things about working with Antietam World Travel Service is that Virtuoso connection with a lot of cruise lines and properties, and you guys get to know about things that the normal consumer doesn't have access to.
Right.
And you have experts like Laura
Right.
from the properties and cruise lines who can also answer questions or offer up whatever's happening locally. So
Yeah.
tell me, how long have you been with Celebrity?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been with Royal Caribbean Group, which is the overall company, for 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I knew Royal Caribbean was part of the whole group. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Celebrity is part of that whole cruise group.
Part of that entire cruise group. So it's been very recent that I joined the Celebrity team.
Okay. What is it about Celebrity, maybe as a comparison to Royal Caribbean? I would imagine a group like that adds a celebrity type cruise to be a little bit different than the Royal line. Is that correct? Or
That's absolutely correct, Danny. You've got it. So we find that a lot of people that would cruise on Royal Caribbean with their families, for example, doing like a multi-generational or having children there, they would actually sail with Celebrity if they were going to be on their own and do something like a milestone anniversary or a special girls trip. Really more of an elevated adult kind of vacation.
Gotcha. So it's like the difference of beaches and sandals, maybe.
Maybe.
It's looking at resorts, you know. Very good. So what elevates the Celebrity experience for travelers?
Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say, I personally experienced it over the summer, sailing on our gorgeous Reflection. I will say it's something that we wouldn't advertise necessarily, but our crew really anticipates all of the needs of our clientele. So picture this. We're out on the pool deck. It's very hot, of course, because we're in the Bahamas during the summertime. The crew comes out with these beautiful little lemon sorbets and cool towels for everyone to put on their necks. So
Very nice.
just part of what we do. Yeah.
Well, and I've experienced that as well, and that's wonderful.
I mean, that is a little touch that now are the ships a little bit smaller and more intimate, or no, they're like huge ships too?
Well, it's wonderful. We have quite a variety in this case. So our Millennium series, for example, when you're going into the Adriatic, you're going into the smaller ports that the larger ships can't necessarily visit. That's about 2,000 passengers in this case, all the way up to our Edge Class series, which is closer to about 4,000.
Okay. Wow. So you guys have it all, so you can do it all. Are there any specific routes that would be exclusive to or Celebrity, or pretty much any itinerary you'd want to do, Celebrity can handle?
Absolutely. And I love the combination of Europe that we offer, some really unique European itineraries.
Yeah, this year they are doing winter itineraries in Europe. They're doing Canary Islands.
Wow.
They're doing Greece, which is January, February, where you normally do not find ships in the European market.
Yeah.
And it makes it really nice because temperatures, they're in the 50s to 70s, depending on where you are.
Comfortable.
There are no crowds.
Yeah.
Less expensive airfare.
I was just going to
So
say.
there's just a lot of really nice benefits to do that. And it's something different than somebody who's done Caribbean once, twice, 3 times.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity. I know every time a lot of people always want to go to Greece. It's a great opportunity to go and scope that out too.
Yeah. And it's a shorter cruise tour, you know, because there's 7 nights. So it's really easy because, you know, we don't have as much vacation time in many cases.
Right.
That you can go to Europe and you can spend 9 days and see different islands and experience different sightseeing and things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really excellent. And again, the great thing about working with you guys is you get from door to door, from the time you leave your home here in Maryland until you get back. Antietam is able to handle everything for you.
Yeah.
Are there now? You were saying, are there any specials right now that would encourage people to give you guys a call, or there's always things changing?
There's always specials. Yeah. Because I think anything from promotions to our virtuoso benefits, the block space that we have.
Yeah.
So, and the things change all the time. So,
Yeah, so get on it. You can start your travel plans now, even for next winter.
for 2027.
2027 now.
Yeah, itineraries are open, and Celebrity also just announced that they'll have a 7-night Iceland itinerary, which is very unique because a lot of cruise lines will do Iceland with Scandinavia or Iceland with Ireland, but this is a true Iceland 7-night itinerary.
Wow.
So that's wonderful too. So there's a couple of new things that are really attractive.
I hear Iceland is that a lot of people have gone to Iceland. Yeah, and I know flights are pretty affordable from here. Actually,
Yeah, and it's a short flight. It's a 5-hour flight.
5-hour flight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to get on it now because things are gonna book up quick. You
Yeah.
contact Alexandra or any of the team members here at Antietam World Travel Service. Just go to antietamtravel.com. You can find all the contact information that you need, but you can book up to 2027. You can start getting those details out, and that would be great.
Yeah. I would like Laura to talk a little bit about the magic carpet.
Oh,
Ooh, this is something very special for Edge Class Series ships. So it's a unique venue that actually hangs over the side of the ship. It's open air. So picture you're pulling up to the Caribbean, the beautiful port of call, and you can see all the way out for the ocean, towards the ocean there. So it actually scales the side of the ship. So it's a moving bar.
What?
Moving bar and venue. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've experienced it because it's a bar, so you can sit there and sometimes it moves.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that takes like the rotating bar to a new plane, literally. So you literally move up and down the side of the ship?
You literally move up and down the side of the ship, and we use it for our tendering services.
I was just going to say, I mean, you have to clear that off so that they can get stuff on and off the boat. That's very, very cool to think at a dual purpose.
Yep. And that's a really special feature of Celebrity Cruises and the new ships. And I've been able to experience it twice already.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
So you call it the magic carpet. I love
Yes.
The
Yeah.
magic carpet.
I love that. Awesome. Anything else about Celebrity? If there was one thing you'd want people to know about Celebrity Cruises, what would that be?
Well, I know that we've got lots of faithful Celebrity Captains Club members that book with Antietam. And we are very excited to talk about our newest Edge Class ship that's coming out in November. So that will be the Excel
Okay.
in November, starting out sailing 7 nights from Fort Lauderdale. And in this case, there's going to be 7 new venues that we're adding that no other Edge Class series has.
Okay. Wow.
Game changer. Game changer.
I love it. I love it. Well, that's exciting stuff. Well, get on Alexandra's list and she'll let you know when these things come available, when things are announced. You won't miss a beat, but you got to be with the team here at Antietam World Travel Service to be the first in the know and to book your trip. Now is the perfect time to start planning.
Yes, it is.
All right, ladies. Alexandra, we appreciate you so much. Laura, we appreciate all you're doing with the Royal Caribbean Group and Celebrity in particular. Look, this is great because these guys are here to help answer questions. If you have anything you want to know, you can ask Alexandra, and she's got a direct line right to the cruise lines that you're interested in.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. How about that? Let's book a celebrity cruise. Why don't we? Yes, for sure. All right. Warehouse Cinemas is a great place to advertise your local business. Thousands of eyeballs on your messages every single week and affordable as well. If you go to warehousecinemas.com/advertising, you can get all the details on their traffic and all that good stuff and the different options available. I highly recommend High Rock and Warehouse Cinemas for your advertising. I think I'm on the big screen right now I'll have to check that out, make sure that's still happening. But Devin will take great care of you. She coordinates all of that for Warehouse Cinemas. So I highly recommend, if you're looking to spread the word. Of course, Good Morning Frederick is a great option. All right, want to say hi to Nicholas Walker and good morning to Sharon Price as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Just after this, we're going to get on with Under the Hood. This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by The Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for all the details and to schedule an appointment today. Oh, yeah. Highly recommend. In fact, Mama Cone, it is one of her favorite places now. She loves Shannon, helping her with her back injury or back pain that she had a little bit, or shoulder. Aches and pains, they can work them all out. All right, let's go over to Ken's Automotive and Transmission and Under the Hood. We're at Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, just off Patrick Street. They're fine. We're not going to hear you. You can't yell at your dad like that.
Oh, I did. I just did. You keep talking in the middle of our video.
You know, I leave all this in. We're just outside of downtown Patrick Street and Jefferson Street. I'm with Tyler Mead.
Hello.
All right. Weather is finally getting a little nicer.
Yes.
Not so much today when we're filming, but it is going to get warmer. Spring is around the corner. What do we need to do for our vehicles coming into the warmer weather?
Absolutely. Definitely getting into your oil changes, tire rotations for especially coming into spring showers, making sure you got good tread in your tires, stuff like that. Now that it's coming warmer out, definitely want some AC. So you definitely want to get your AC checked.
Yeah.
Make sure it's operable, make sure it's running correctly, make sure it's cold.
Yeah,
it's a big
absolutely. Because
one.
you know, in Maryland, it's going to get so hot so soon.
Yep.
We don't get to enjoy that nice spring difference. What is, I know that there are little tricks and hacks for checking your tire treads. I mean, they've said put coins in to see where it comes up.
Coin's the easiest one.
Okay, so how does that work? What do you do?
Just take a coin, put it in your tread, and kind of seeing where it ends up on the coin. You want to see probably a 1/4 inch to almost a 1/2 inch of tread.
Okay.
To be able to be a very nice tire, a good weather tire, and then anything usually below that's either going to start needing tires here soon.
Yeah.
Or if it's even below that standpoint, you need tires.
Oh yeah. My sister, one time I could see the wires in the tire tread.
Yeah, that's a good tell. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely time then. And you know, last time when we chatted with Nick about tires, you guys can take care of that here too.
Yep.
So you bring your car in for your spring checkup, get everything filled, make sure everything is good to go, and you guys can recommend some tires and get them balanced and get all the alignment done and all of that.
Whole 9 yards.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. Anything else about spring with like any vehicles that's important? Like, I don't know, like with the filters with pollen and all that stuff, is that going to help if we keep the air filters changed in our vehicles?
Absolutely, yeah. Your cabin air filter is your biggest one. I mean, that's the stuff that you breathe inside your car.
Yeah.
And that's the air that comes in, that you're getting blown into your face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to take care of that, because if you got allergies, pollen, they do not mix well.
No.
And especially if your filter's dirty, it doesn't help. So yeah, you definitely want to at least get that looked at.
And the great thing is when you bring your car here, they're going to check everything over and you get to choose what's urgent, needs to be fixed now, what may need to be fixed later, and that you can wait on a little bit. And it's really great comforting to know that you kind of have this checklist of stuff to do. But family owned since 1968, kenstrans.com. Come here, bring your car here. I got the Good Morning Frederick car here today, actually. And they're checking it all out for me, getting it all fixed up. But we bring all of our vehicles here. You can too. kenstrans.com. Tyler Mead and the whole Mead family, we thank them for all they do for downtown Frederick, right here, Patrick and Jefferson Streets in Frederick. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
Yes. Well, I got my car all fixed up, you know, and I was saying earlier, it's a 10-year-old car, maybe a 2013, actually 12-year-old car. that we're stringing along for a while, and it's got that beautiful wrap on, so I can't go anywhere anytime soon. All right. Good Morning Frederick streams weekdays at 9 a.m. Or, of course, you can watch anytime on YouTube. Remember, on YouTube, you can also search for specific segments. Maybe you remember, oh, she interviewed that person from whatever company. I want to find it. You can find it right on our channel. Okay. So just look up Good Morning Frederick anywhere and you'll find us. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. We would love to get more and more viewers to help all of our businesses and nonprofits get more exposure. That's the point. All right. Have a great day. Get out there, and I will see you tomorrow morning right here on Good Morning.